Now that's more like it. Man United 2, Sunderland 0. That is probably the most composed game I've seen under Ruben Amorim. Genuinely, probably since the 4-0 win against Everton last season. At no point did I fear the opposition. Now, I understand it's Sunderland, but you've also got to give them their respect. They've had a very good start to the season, and that now puts United 8th in the league, which I'm buzzing about because this is what we want to see. Now, you'll probably see the media try to downplay Ruben Amorim's performance as a manager, the players' performance as well, who quite a lot of players had really good performances today and gave me a lot more faith. Obviously, we're going into the international break now, which is kind of a bit of a negative, especially when we've not got another game for the next few weeks, but maybe it just gives them more time to put on a training session. But I noticed a few things today. Amorim changed his system today. Yes, he still played with a back three, but I said it in his preview, Amorim's got to change something, and he did, and I'm going to explain that in today's video. But anyway, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and comment down below your man of the match and what your thoughts were on the game. So first of all, let's talk about Sonny Lamons. I mean, is he Schmeichel in disguise? That's what United fans are singing. I mean, he did the basics. He did the basics of the goalkeeper. And you know what? Biende's probably sat there on the bench, and Onana might have watched it in Turkey. And they're there with the feet up, looking like, hang a minute. What? Oh, that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, you're supposed to shout at your defenders to me. You're supposed to claim crosses. I didn't know my job was supposed to not let the ball in. Oh my God. Lamons did the basics really, really well. But the thing is, so many United fans are going to be so excited over that because we've not seen an actual good goalkeeper since De Gea left. And even De Gea was declining towards his end. So the fact that we've got a goalkeeper that, I know it's only one game, but the fact is that you saw it with the defence straight away. Every cross he went to claim, the commanding of his area, that's what you want to be seeing from your goalkeeper. We've been deprived of this as fans. We've been deprived of this as a team. And Lamons just did the basics perfectly. For me, I'll give him my man of the match because there was that one moment as well where a Sunderland player was one-on-one with him and he made a brilliant save with his feet. Like, if that was Onana, if that was Biende, I wouldn't have been confident them to make that save. They might have made the save, but I don't have the confidence that they will. But Lamons, what a start that is to his United career. I'm buzzing with him. And who I'm also buzzing about, Benjamin Sesko. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. When United were linked with Sesko, after we signed Cunha and Mbeumo, I wasn't too intrigued. I thought we should be going for a midfielder, personally. And at the same time, when Arsenal were linked with Benjamin Sesko at the start of the summer transfer window, I was genuinely saying, have him. I don't rate him. But you know what? I'm starting to like him. And this is the thing. Football is all about changing your opinions. Football's all about like your own opinion, basically. And for me, I didn't rate Šeško. I didn't rate him at RB Leipzig. And when Arsenal were linked to him, I was like, you know what? Have him. But the aggressiveness he shows, the aerial dominance, the poacher's instinct, he's a striker. He's a striker that we've lacked. And the fact that he's got 2 goals now, I'm really, really happy for him, and hopefully this builds more confidence with him because that's 2 goals back-to-back now in the Premier League. Did Rasmus Højlund ever do that? Probably in his first season, but I don't think he did it last season. And genuinely, the fact that Rasmus Højlund only got, 4 league goals last season, and Seshko's already half that. He's looking like a decent striker to me. But that's no disrespect on Højlund. I just don't think he was a good enough striker for us. He might be a decent backup, but genuinely, Sesko is really moving there. He's absolute mustard, is what I want to say, really. I think he's mint. So he's starting to grow on there a little bit. Mbeumo as well and Mason Mount, the 2 advanced 10s. I was a bit shocked when Mason Mount started because I wanted to see Cunha start, as I said in my Predict 11. But I generally thought that it was very, very balanced. And this is where I'm going to talk about now with the midfield and the system changing a little bit. It wasn't just a midfield 2. Mason Mount was dropping from the left 10 and dropping down as a 3rd midfielder. And it almost looked like you would in a 4-3-3 holding, almost, where you had the 1 centre defensive mid in Casemiro and Bruno and Mount as the 2 boxes almost. And that allowed Diogo Dalot to be almost like a winger and play almost both left wing back and left 10 positions. I mean, Dalot didn't have a good game, but I'm pretty sure if that was someone like Dorgu, you might see a lot more balance and you might see a lot more comfortability in that. So with Amorim clearly telling one of the 10s to drop deeper to create a midfield three that allows an attacking player like Dorgu, for example, to get the better out of him. But I do want to quickly talk about Ruben Amorim because genuinely there was a lot of pressure of him going into this game, and I feel like with the system change, I know the formation was still the same, and a lot of people might not have noticed it, but he is trying to adapt. He is trying to change, and it worked today. There was a lot. It was a very composed performance. I have not seen a composed performance like that since Everton 4-0 at Old Trafford last season. Genuinely, it wasn't scrappy. We were in control, and at no point did I fear Sunderland. You could say maybe that's due to the quality of them, but Sunderland are fifth in the Premier League, or were fifth in the league for a reason. And I generally feel like that. Liverpool aren't doing too well at the moment, and I might be go crazy for saying this, but if we can go to Anfield with confidence while they're struggling at the moment, because 1-0, I think right now they're 1-0 down to Chelsea. So realistically, it's international break. Going for a win could really, really improve. And then if all of a sudden, if you beat Liverpool, you've got 2 wins behind you, that could really, really help your performances genuinely. And that the amount of confidence that will do for Ruben Amorim, for the players, it'll get the media off our backs. And all of a sudden, you're thinking positive about Manchester United again. I think that Sunderland, you were expected to win that game. But genuinely, if you go into Anfield, which is a very tough place for us to go to, which I don't think we've actually won there in about 10 years. But if we could get a win there, all of a sudden, I bet you like 25% of the fans who want Amorim out will start to turn their heads the other way and be like, all right, I was wrong. Maybe there is something here. And I think that's what it's all about. I just want to see United, really. I want to see the fans backing the manager because I know the players are backing him. Myself and a few other fans that I know are backing him as well. I just don't think it's the right approach talking so negative. He's been here for less than a year. I think the progress can be here. And you know what? I'll be honest. I'm being a hypocrite. I predicted us to draw today because based off the Brentford performance, I wasn't too impressed. But I also didn't expect Amorim to change the goalkeeper and change it for Mount and stuff. But it worked. And genuinely, I feel like that something special is brewing with Ruben Amorim, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what he has up for us after the international break. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below on who was your man of the match. As I've already said, for me, it was Lamens, but I was really impressed with a lot of other players today, in Bumo, Ahmad, Seshko as well. Yeah, and even Lenny Yoro, I've not even mentioned him yet. I think he was just brilliant today. Found himself going forward a lot today as well, which you could say also added a bit of pressure towards Sunderland when it came to defending. He was almost like an extra man in midfield at times as well. Something else that I didn't even talk about with Ruben Amorim's performance, because while Mason Mount was staying as the left 10 position, you had either De Ligt or Shaw or Yoro, one of the centre-backs, were pushing up constantly to add that extra support to the midfield in case Sunderland broke us on the counter-attacking, that extra man in that midfield to make it harder and less options for Sunderland players to pass to of their own players. But yeah, I was really happy with the performance, like I've already said. Thanks for watching. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one. United!